Anime for Blondes.
How about this? I'll give you a little something something because you gave me 10 fingers. You okay?
I'll give you a little something something because you gave me 10 fingers.
This is what happens when you make fingers the thing.
Why couldn't it have been toes? Action!
Merry Christmas.
Hello, I'm Becca.
I'm Allie.
And welcome to
Anime for Blondes. The incident continues to be incidenting.
And I know we're supposed to be the recap podcast, but I'm gonna need someone to recap that last episode for me because I have no idea what just happened.
Speak it in terms, as you said, that a child would understand.
Explain like I'm 5, whatever Sukuna just did.
And I went to Malachi and I was like, so I hate to say this, but this is partially Megumi's fault. And on one hand, you could look at it like that, but his perspective was if Sukuna didn't have something specific to fight, he probably could have just he wouldn't have been distracted and could have just killed everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's true.
There's one perspective. So we need to go back.
Yeah, we gotta start at the beginning. And last episode, I said most stuff to ever happen in 3 episodes. Most stuff to ever happen in 4 episodes this time.
You also said free my boy. You said
I definitely felt free my boy, and then he was free, and I was like, no, I didn't.
Put him back.
Like
Put him back.
I didn't mean like that. I thought he would. I keep thinking he's like a vigilante justice guy.
You think he's a fun villain?
Yeah, and then he just killed everybody.
You think he's a frenemy, and it's just like, no, he's the capital K king of curses.
And then he just destroyed like all of
Shibuya.
Like Japan down, Japan down.
So I guess basically we have to go back. So Itadori's down, right?
Yeah.
We're leaving him for a minute. We're meeting up with the rest of the crew.
Yeah, so I don't know if you recall, but we actually start with Mei.
Oh my god, we do.
We actually start with Mei. And
we did start with Mei.
My one and only note about that is I hate the Mei parts.
It's just...
It feels pointless.
It just doesn't matter. It doesn't affect the rest of the story at all.
Like, she's not a main character.
And I feel so bad because you and I were just like, we need more moments with the women characters.
But
and
not
we're like the one woman character who's like able to do stuff right now. We're like, her parts are so boring.
Yeah, like, not her, because she isn't like a main girly, and she like isn't even fighting like a main big bad. Like, maybe if whoever she was fighting was like,
I'm sorry, did she not actually end up fighting Gato? She went into Gato,
she did.
right? What happened after that?
I think it just went away.
Cut away, and then we just don't come back to it?
No, literally. Because I was like, how much you want to bet he doesn't fight her? Because I have the conspiracy that he can't fight.
I don't think it's a conspiracy.
Fato can't fight.
Fato just, has no game, actually. He's just literally all talk and mind games.
No, literally. So yeah, hate the Mei parts. Her little brat brother, don't like him.
Her brat brother, though, okay, I think it ended up being cute how she was like, are you willing to die for me? And that was like a code.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's like, yes, you're my sister, I am willing to die for you. But also, it's a code.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this
cool.
power
Like, she's
thing.
not, they're like, she's not as evil as you think she is.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool.
And then yeah, nothing happened with them after that.
The only thing with like kind of that part that I also had a commentary on is that the narrator was kind of starting to give Age of Adeline.
Oh my god, movie? Yes, I love that movie.
You know how that
actually.
Movie's like, and then like despite all odds, something happened.
Yeah.
Like, that's how he was starting to give.
Yeah. I think he's also tired.
No, literally. He's like explaining everything as if it's like a whimsical, cool story, and I'm like,
bro, we got other things to see here. Yeah. Okay, thank you for recapping that, because I had no idea. So yeah, Fato can't fight, confirmed.
Yeah, Gato, I'm sure can fight. That's my guy. Yeah, we got our drinks this time, ladies and gents.
It's been flowing.
Thank you.
The second to last episode happened, and I was like, I need another drink.
No, literally.
And that wasn't even the worst part. It just kept going.
Yeah, so I mean, after that part, we did get the, like, big moment of, we did get the big moment of Toji coming into the...
Yeah. Okay, so to set the scene,
Yeah.
we've got the head of the Zenin clan. He kind of hasn't done anything so far.
Which, like, why is he with them again?
Because he's the head, he's like a big, powerful sorcerer, supposedly, and so they're like, this is an emergency, all sorcerers, you know, if you can fight, go fight.
Mm-hmm.
So he's head of the Zenin clan, and then we've got Maki and Nanami, and that's it, right?
Yes.
For now.
Yeah.
And then they discover he's really cute at first, this like squid curse. He's crying. He's crying over the loss of Hanami. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh my god, they mourn.
I did want to check when they're having their little cutscenes on the beach. Is it just in his domain?
I think so.
You remember back in the day?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like, we don't really see him. He must be like swimming in the ocean.
I think that would be... I like that idea. I think it's really cute that, like, they need to practice their domains anyway.
Yeah.
And so they're like, let's just go hang out, have a meeting in each other's
and it's
domains.
Like safe in there.
Exactly.
So I like that thought.
Because it looked like the beach. It looked familiar, and, you know.
This kind of goes back to, like, the last few episodes, too. But I just like when they hang out, they're just playing, like, yard games.
Yeah.
Or, like, board games.
Yeah. They're just villains. They're just like us.
That's how they feel. Yeah. That's how Jogo feels.
They think they're better than us.
They think they're better than us, and they're like, we want to live our lives and be the better version of humans.
Yeah.
Okay, weirdo.
Yeah.
Okay, so then it sheds its, like, shell, and then the head of the Zenin clan starts fighting him, and they're all fighting him, really. And he, like, sheds his shell, and he becomes, like, a buff lobster squid thing. Oh, and he... So both of them start monologuing at the same time. Zenin starts monologuing to explain his power.
Yeah.
And then the curse is all...
We have names.
We all have names. Hanami, Mahito, Jogo, and my name is Dagon. I remember that because he's got little wings, like little dragon wings.
Aw. I was thinking, like, Dag Nabbit.
That's so Hannah Montana core of you.
Dang Flabbit is Hannah Montana.
I said core.
Okay.
And then we learn his power is, like, it's animation. He's really passionate about animation.
Yeah, the animators really won one on that. Mappa was like, throw us a bone here.
I just know that guy hates the CEO of Disney right now.
Oof.
Anyways,
but yeah, his power is like he can move and like
at a certain amount of frames per second.
Yeah, and like change actions to a certain extent.
Yeah, it's like once he starts a frame, he can't change the movement that he's doing,
which is cool.
But basically, it just makes him move really fast.
Yeah, and he's just able to like know what's gonna happen, kind of be more predictive.
You can predict movement,
and he like freezes the other person.
Yeah, if the other person takes too long to do something, I don't know,
one of the cooler abilities, even though it's a little confusing,
freezes them and turns them 2D for a second, and so they keep smashing him. Yeah,
one of the cooler abilities, I will say. It's
definitely unique.
And it was funny because he was like drunk and we thought he wouldn't be able to do anything, and then he was actually very capable.
I mean, he might have been drunk, but he was productive a little bit.
Exactly.
Because he was the guy that the lobster was focusing on. But it is all for naught. He expands his domain, and it's the little island.
Some of us work better drunk.
I think we work better drunk, TBH.
Yeah.
Yep.
Vodka cram was very necessary.
'Tis the season.
'Tis the damn season.
'Tis the damn season.
Yeah, so now they're in the domain, a little beach domain.
And they're just getting eaten by fish.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, they're all dead.
Yeah, you were like, oh!
Like, they're all just, like, the fish are on them, eating them. I'm like, awesome. And then...
They're stronger than that. And then... Megumi, your boy pops in and... Because the last time we saw him, he told Yuji, I'll see you later. So he pops in the domain, and then we were like, what does a domain look like when you're not inside of it?
Yeah, and they haven't shown us.
We actually have no idea.
And I'm assuming we never have any idea because
like, does
maybe
it
you just forgot it.
Does it just look like a veil? Or
my imagination is that it looks like nothing, but all the people are like frozen there, and there's like
it's like
you can't touch them. Like they have like a force field kind of around each person. Maybe it's a little veil around just that group of people, but there's something where they're just frozen, and like maybe their eyes look like white, like they're in like another dimension, or like they're being possessed.
I like the visual of that.
Yeah,
I think it might be like a ball. You know how like Gojo's little like blue and purple like balls glow and stuff? I feel like it might look like that, and then everyone's inside of it.
Okay, maybe it'd be cool if they were like floating, just like kind of like slack, you know? Yeah.
That like in cool Stranger Things.
Yeah, kind of Stranger Things.
So
but there's like a white glow around them,
and then Megumi plays the song to get them all out.
Yeah.
How
does that go?
If I could, I'd make a deal with God and get him to swap our places. The song is pretty Megumi coded, actually.
Yeah, wait, actually.
That might be his theme song.
Is there an edit for that?
I've not seen an edit for that. And it's like an old enough song that, you know, this may have happened after the Stranger Thing. That's part of Stranger Things. So
I think it did. For sure.
So maybe.
Okay. Good to know. But yeah, so now Megumi's in there. Nanami's like, Fushiguro, what the frick? What are you doing here?
He's just there. So
Bella, what the hell
are you doing here, Loka? Or what? Yeah, what are you doing here, Loka? Sorry, I'm so confused. So the lobster thinks Megumi's domain is battling his own domain, but apparently that's not what's happening.
Yeah.
Whatever is happening is still preventing his fish army from attacking. Because now Nanami's with Megumi, and I'm sorry, that man got so much hotter when his life fell apart.
Who?
Nanami.
Oh.
He's like disheveled, you know? His glasses are gone, his hair's a mess, his shirt's a little ripped.
Yeah.
And Megumi's like, I'm gonna make a hole. You guys jump in.
I'm sorry, I like just still cannot believe that all of this happened just these last few episodes. I'm like, we've already talked about this because it feels like it was so long ago.
So
I'm like, wait, Nanami's not burnt to a crisp yet?
God, okay.
Okay, like I keep getting confused. I'm like, wait, did that already happen? Yeah. Jeez Louise.
I got something to say about that.
Those are some crazy episodes.
Part 1 and part 2's go hard.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that's before that happened. So Megumi's like, I'm gonna make a hole. You all jump in at the same time.
It's gonna be like a cartoon, like.
And then we're just gonna, it's gonna suck him in. And then he won't be able to open his domain again, so we'll just fight him in the real world. Yeah. And then now that there's more of us, we'll have the upper hand.
So smart.
Good plan in theory.
A genius.
I wonder where he gets that from. I wonder where he gets his genius plans from.
Hey, we get to an interesting part in the future. Further on in these episodes.
That's true.
We get to an interesting parallel.
Okay, I'm excited to hear that.
But yeah, so then Nanami goes, guys,
get over here now.
Okay,
he used his dad voice, and they were like, period, we're on our way.
Even the old man. Even the Zenin clan.
Even the head of the Zenin clan. So just funny. Like, yes sir, I'm there.
So they're running. They're literally about to jump in.
And then in the hole that Megumi makes, jumping out, like, I don't know how to describe it. He kind of looks like an acrobat.
Yeah. Oh my god. It looks like he's diving into like water.
That's
but it's
true,
like
but
from
it's
up.
A reverse.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad I got your reaction for this too.
I need to see
so
that.
Weird.
That's so funny.
It's just so weird looking. Yeah. We've got.
Well, and I saw you recording me, and I was like, okay, what happens here? I would have never guessed that.
Of all the things.
Why? Like, why did he do that?
Because he's looking for the strongest thing in the nearest range to kill. Oh yeah, in case it wasn't clear, it's Daddy Fushiguro.
It's Toji.
He's back.
And guess who doesn't know who he is? Anybody except for the Zenin clan guy.
He's just like Toji, and then he doesn't explain. Nobody asks either.
Yeah, well, like, Megumi's too far away, so he doesn't hear the Zenin clan guy say Toji, because he'd know at that point.
Yeah.
But everyone's like, who's this random, like, crazy guy? And the Zenin clan guy is just like, nobody knows, this is really uncomfortable.
This is so weird.
So
he's like, I can't explain. It's
his
too
long-lost
awkward.
dead father is here.
And he was supposed to be in the Zenin clan, and then he wasn't.
And, like, it's
so uncomfortable for everyone involved, and they just don't know it.
Nobody knows except for the Zenin clan guy.
And nobody will know. Nobody will ever know.
I'm actually so pissed off about
No
that.
one will ever know.
Oh my god. I've been seeing a lot of people on TikTok saying PMO, pissing me off. And that's how I feel. I'm like, pissing me off with that.
I'm sorry. I missed to Maki calls the curse Octo bitch, and I thought that was so funny.
She's so funny.
She is so funny. Yeah, Toji Fushiguro, not quite sentient. They call him a merger machine. And
a merger machine.
Guys. They call him a murder machine. And he's not like quite sentient. It's just like his bodily instinct is to go after and kill whatever's strongest in the room.
Which is so sad. I want him to be sentient.
I mean, he becomes a little sentient later. A little bit. I wrote the tension is crazy.
Dude.
So, to summarize, he goes after the lobster curse.
Of course.
Because it's like the thing kicking everyone's ass right now. Dagon. Yeah, I'm sorry, Dagon. I should address you by your name.
Please, they have names. These curses have names.
That was really insensitive of me.
Jeez Louise.
And so basically he kills it, the domain is gone, it's exorcised, and then I'm like, you guys need to fucking get out of here.
I did think it was funny. Megumi, like, specifically is like, who's that? About his dad.
And no one says anything.
Like, I know that freaking Nanami probably knew. Or had a hunch.
No,
because he was around at that time.
But he never interacted with him.
I feel like maybe he got stories. There's photos.
There's not photos.
There's
stories. Why would he have, who would have shown him a photo? Gojo goes up to him and he's like, by the way, this is the guy I fought and killed, and shows him a picture.
Or maybe he's in, like, the obituary section of the newspaper.
I know Nanami reads the newspaper, but Toji Fushiguro is not in the newspaper because he's not paying taxes or anything. He's not considered a citizen. His death is not going to be in the obituary.
And you don't think that at Jujutsu High they, like, go over all of their, like, enemies, and he became an enemy because he killed Gojo and he killed the girl. You don't think they were like public enemy number 1?
He was dead before that could happen. Before they could be like, he was dead already. Why would they be like, look at this guy, memorize his face?
I don't know. I think Nanami could have known.
I'm not gonna be mad at Nanami for not knowing.
I'm a little annoyed.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I just thought
you were the man excuser here.
No, I'm like, Nanami, get it together.
Leave my man alone. Leave that man alone.
But yeah, finally, they're like, I guess we're just gonna let this crazy guy kill him, and hopefully
it
worked. Doesn't go after us afterwards.
No, but he did. And I was like, guys, you need to fucking run.
Well, so then they get out of the domain because he dies, and they're there for, like, a split second, and then he kicks Megumi out of the building.
Not really a plot twist if you've been paying attention.
Exactly.
But Megumi's now the strongest person in that room. He's stronger than Nanami at this point.
That's what I wrote. I said, Megumi the most powerful, actually?
Actually? It's like...
Because I didn't realize... I didn't know if that was actually going to be true. Like, I was like, it's going to be Megumi when you were like, he's going after the most powerful. I was like, Megumi.
And then he did. He kicked him out of a window before anyone could process what happened.
And Megumi's on the ground. He's like, what the?
What?
How did I get
here?
He's like, that guy's power is quick. And then he's like, he doesn't have a power.
He didn't even realize he got kicked out the window. He just is suddenly outside and he's like, what happened?
No, literally. And then, so that happens, and then it cuts right back to the thing.
And you were mad.
And just immediately, Joe goes there, and he just
sees
flames.
the last of Dagon go away, because they turn into smoke shit when they die. And he's like, I'll avenge you, or some shit.
And he goes, shoot, shoot, shoot.
All three of them.
He goes,
he
second, third, and dead, flamed.
Yep, flamed Nanami, Maki, and the head of the Zenin clan.
So quick.
And then Becca's laughing. I'm recording her reaction, and she's laughing, and she's like, this isn't happening. She's like, this isn't real.
I was like, is this real? Like, it's so ridiculous.
But yeah, that happened.
So ridiculous, guys.
And I'm gonna be honest, it was kind of at this point that I basically checked out from the show.
Oh.
Because I was like, Nanami's dead, Gojo is sealed, why do I give a fuck anymore?
But like,
I know, I learned that later.
You're like, I'm checked out 1 episode later.
I know.
You're like, I'm checked back in.
2 episodes. So that's when I was like, I wouldn't sit down with him and watch it. I would come in and out of the room. And then, like, I would sit here while he's watching it and I'm doing other stuff. And I'm trying not to pay attention.
Oh my gosh.
Because I'm like, I don't want to deal with this.
Drama
the
queen.
whole... No way.
You?
Me? Girl, you got me pegged wrong. I think you just fundamentally misunderstand me.
The issue is that I feel like you think you're valid for this. And you're not. That's insane.
As I said, what did I always say? What have I always said? Why did I come to this show?
There's still hot men kicking ass.
But they're not.
And now you have emotional attachments to them. Like, that's actually psychotic. You're like, the 2 hot guys aren't around. All the other characters I have emotional attachments to don't matter.
I didn't care anymore.
That's crazy.
Oh my god, what are we missing? Oh, I guess we're getting to the Sukuna arc.
Yeah, so...
I was like, more happened.
I wrote Nanami and the other girl and old guy dead? LOL.
LOL.
Like, okay. And then Jogo immediately is like, he sees the girls feeding Yuji
the fingers. Oh, he like senses it.
Yeah, he's like, Sukuna? That's what everybody keeps doing that. They're like,
Sukuna? Oh my god.
Literally, they're like doing something else and they're like, Sukuna?
Actually, I think that would be a funny bit going forward, is if something bad happens or something just feels off and I'm like, Sukuna?
Sukuna? Is that you?
I just feel Sukuna's presence.
You just feel bad vibes all of a sudden.
Oh my god, yeah, so that's also the line. I love, like, that line goes so hard. Megumi's about to fight Toji and he's like, I just felt Sukuna's presence. What the hell is happening in Shibuya?
What is going on in the House of Commons?
What is going on? So the girls, Geito's adopted daughters. I don't like the way they talk about Geito, by the way.
Dude, it's so classic anime.
I hate
why
it,
do they have to make it weird?
So they're feeding Yuji the fingers because they want to bring Sukuna.
Dude, and
blah,
even
blah,
that,
blah.
why are they making it sexual?
I did not get that.
The fingers
vibe.
are going. They're like slowly pushing the finger in his mouth.
Can you quickly shove a mouth in a finger if someone's
a mouth in a finger? No, I feel
I've
like
had 3
they are doing it like so slowly. Like, it was weird.
He's unconscious. He can't really swallow. You gotta slowly push it in.
It was some fan service for I don't know which fan.
And
it was really weird.
Not for Becca. Becca was not
Did
service.
the guys want that? Did the girls want that? I don't know.
I think the guys want that.
A finger in a guy's mouth?
I think they want that.
Really?
I think so.
But it's a guy.
Oh no. Girl, straight men
my
are actually
heteronormativity.
Straight men are actually the gayest of all.
Are they? Okay.
Anyways.
I don't know what straight man you know.
Honestly, not that many.
Please.
Anyways,
but yeah, they're feeding him the fingers, and
Jogo pushes them out of the way.
They're like, how many fingers have you?
He's like upset. I'm like, they're doing the thing you want.
He's about to do it like 1 minute later.
Yeah, he's like, how could you do this? I'm doing it.
No, literally, he pulls out his scroll full of his collection of 10 Sukuna fingers.
And Becca goes, why can't a man have a collection?
Literally, men can't have hobbies these days?
No, they can't have hobbies, because when they have hobbies, they kill everybody.
Oh my god, yeah. It's so dramatic. He incinerates the girls, but
they're fine.
They end up surviving.
She pulls out her phone. She's got like a phone power.
Yeah, we never get to actually see.
Yeah, and we never will.
I'm so curious. And like that would be my power.
No, really.
Like they're just taking pictures on my phone. I'm like, you look ugly in this one.
And then they die. They're like the insult like hurts them physically.
Yes, that is my dream power.
That's your technique. That's your curse technique.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was crazy.
And then, so they're fine. Jogo's like, how are you okay?
And also, it flashes back to them with...
brushing Geito's hair.
They're brushing Geito's hair, and they're talking, and he's like, we love you. They're like, we love you, Geito. We love you, Geito. Like, they just keep saying
No, they don't even say we. It's one at a time, and they say, I love you, Geito. I love you, Geito.
And it's like, they say it again, and then it like fades out.
It's uncomfortable.
It's very anime.
I don't like it. And it's just those two girls.
Literally, they were like, okay, let's make it weird a little bit.
But might as well. These characters won't be doing anything else.
They're like, we've been so normal this whole time. Gotta throw in some weird fan service.
And I'm like, never mind, I know who that's servicing. Never mind.
Yeah, that one was more straightforward. The finger in Yuji's mouth, I was like,
I didn't read it that way, though.
Okay, maybe that was just me.
But it works. Sukuna wakes up.
And
they're shaketh in their boots.
Yes. Yeah, they are. Whoo.
That's when I wrote capital K, King of Curses.
Yeah.
He's like, you guys are standing awfully tall. They all drop to the floor immediately.
Jogo does not drop.
Not fast enough. He's also like a little tall.
He doesn't drop low enough. He only drops one knee.
Yeah, that's true. He should have just.
Sukuna calls him out. He's like, you thought one knee was enough?
And then his chop. Yeah.
Yeah.
So blood splattered. And he talks to the girls and he's like, okay, you two wanted to talk to me. What do you want? They're like, please. They say it nicely.
It's going so well.
They say it nicely.
And then the one girl messes up.
I think she messed up by, like, adding.
Like, she gave him a threat. Or, like, she tried to, like, make a bargain with him.
She tried to bribe him.
Yeah, when, like, they should have just, like, been sweet and asked.
To be honest, he probably would have killed them anyways.
Probably, but I don't think...
But he might have also fulfilled their request.
Exactly.
So, they're like, there's a guy in monk's robes and stitches on his forehead. Please kill him. They say it so nicely, and he doesn't say anything. And then the other sister's like, and I think this supports your theory because she's the one who gets smashed.
No,
first.
Exactly.
She's like, also, please free Suguru Geito. That was asking for too much.
See, I don't think that was asking for too much. I think it's just because she like qualified it with the, and then we'll give you a finger.
We know where the location.
He's like, I don't have to do anything for you.
Yeah.
He's like, I get the finger myself.
He can't get the finger.
He's like, I will not.
I won't do anything for you.
Like they're literally bribing him.
Yeah, they're trying to bribe him, and he's like, they're like, do this for us, and then we'll tell you where the other finger is.
Like, no.
And he's like, you're dead.
That's not how my boy Sukuna works.
Your boy, he's still your boy. And
I mean, at this point, I gotta keep him my boy because I'm scared of him.
No, really. Like, there was this joke going on in the fandom, and it was like, the only way you're gonna have any fun in this fandom is if Sukuna is your favorite.
Mm-hmm.
So, he kills the girl who says that, so I think first. So that supports that theory. Much more brutally.
Yeah.
And then the other girl, and he's like, you think 1 or 2 fingers is enough for you to order me around?
Please, that's so sexual.
When you make the thing fingers, it's so difficult to keep it really PG.
Is. That's why I say fingy.
Fingy? I think that's worse.
No, it makes it less. It breaks the ice.
Fingy.
Yeah.
I hate it. But so And then, so obviously she's pissed off that her sister is dead. She whips out her phone, tries to do something, we don't know. One will never know, and then he slices her, because that's what he does. He goes slicey and dicey.
It was giving Ghost Ship. You seen that one?
Actually? Would you believe it if I said yes?
Yes.
You would?
We're kindred spirits.
Like you said, you were like, there's no way in hell you've seen Human Centipede, but I've seen Ghost Ship.
For some reason. Please tell me you have.
I've seen Ghost Ship.
Let's go! I felt it in my soul.
And do you know why I watched it?
Why?
It was because that podcast I listened to watched it and they reviewed it, and I was like, what the hell is this movie? I had to watch it.
That was my favorite scary movie when I was like 6.
Before you discovered Paranormal Activity.
That was like 7th grade.
Yeah.
That was when I was 6. I would rewatch that. I had that like DVD in my room with my little own TV and DVD player,
so
and I would just rewatch it.
That's so cute.
And that scene in the beginning with the wire, that's what it was giving. I was like, Ghost
Definitely
Ship?
giving that. So then he turns to Jogo, and he's like, okay, you gave me 10 fingers. What do you want? And Jogo says, nothing.
Like he's a genie.
Like he's granting wishes.
Yeah. What do you want?
And then the quality of what you get in return depends on how many fingers you gave him.
Yeah, and like he's just gonna be angry at you regardless.
Yeah.
And Jogo, correct answer, nothing.
Nothing, I just wanted it for you. I mean, that's mostly true.
Yeah. Jogo is king. Jogo is committed to his cause, and I respect that. I don't respect the cause.
He stayed, like, committed to that cause till the very end.
Yeah, and he's like, I don't care if I die, I just want curses to be able to take over. And I don't care, like, I don't respect the cause, but, like, who am I? I'm not in his shoes. Maybe I would respect the cause if I walked a day in a curse's shoes.
And Sukuna calls him out, and he's like, you want to be like humans. No, I'm sorry. You just want, like, to be in their place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but...
Like X-Men?
X-Men.
Is that what you're gonna say?
That's what I was gonna
say. So who's Sukuna in X-Men, then? Arguably, he's the biggest bad of all.
Yeah.
He can't be Magneto.
I need to rewatch X-Men. Well, our whole thing is in an uproar because Gato isn't Magneto at
I know, that sucks. Doesn't that suck?
So we need to reestablish this whole... I gotta go watch all the X-Men movies.
Only for a year, too. Because apparently it's only been a year.
True, I need to know what my man was doing
He was leading a cult. He's got his little followers that are, like, in the city for some reason. What?
What's so wrong about being in a cult?
Oh, the ex-Mormon is... So, Sukuna proposes. I guess he's just...
to Megami.
He proposes to Megami. Please live. No.
No, like to get married.
Oh. Marry me.
Proposes.
Yeah.
That kind of, yeah. I don't know.
He says...
We need to lay off the vodka crayons.
No, I simply can't. It's about to get worse. So he's like, how about this? I'll give you a little something something because you gave me 10 fingers. If you can land a single hit on me, I'll be your slave, or I'll do whatever. I'll work for you. For how long? What does he say? You okay?
I'll give you a little something something because you gave me
10 fingers. You should clip that.
That's so bad.
This is what happens when you make fingers the thing.
Why couldn't it have been toes?
That's even... Can you imagine all the toe people?
Oh my god, okay.
Imagine Sukuna's ugly toes with his, like, black pointy
wrapped
nails.
in carnival tickets.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be normal.
So he lands. He's like, if you can land a single hit on me, I'll do what you want for a certain amount of time.
I think it's just like I don't think he says a certain amount of time. He's just like,
I'll work for you.
I'll follow you, like, while you're doing your thing.
Yeah, I'll work for you, and to sweeten the deal, I'll even kill everyone in Shibuya except for one person.
Guess who, guys?
He's got to make that very clear.
He's got a little crush.
He's got a man crush.
And
he's got good taste. He's got
what
good
the hell?
taste.
Me too.
Yeah. Oh, Becca, I want to play a game with you right now.
What is it?
Kiss, marry, kill.
Who's it gonna be?
Megumi.
No.
Daddy Fushiguro.
Oh
and
God.
Gato, real Gato.
Oh no! They're my 3 guys. Oh, this is so hard.
I know.
Oh, this is so hard. Okay.
No, I'll make it fuck, marry, kill.
Oh my God.
Same 3 options.
Okay.
Not just kiss.
We're just going inappropriate.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going with my instinct. I like had a first thought and I was like, maybe I should think about it more, but I'm just gonna go with that.
Okay.
I hate to say it. I'm killing Megumi because he's a kid still. Because he's still young. Like, I'm like, I need mature Megumi. I need adult Megumi. Okay. So I'm killing Megumi.
The 2 bad guys!
No.
Okay.
Don't say that.
Okay.
Don't call them that. I'm fucking Daddy Fushiguro, obviously.
Yeah, I think that's the
obviously,
right choice.
Look at him. And then, obviously, I'm marrying Gato.
Okay.
I think he is good at heart.
He you know, he'll commit, you know?
Exactly. I think he's good at heart. I think he would do anything for me. I think Daddy Fushiguro has a gambling problem. I don't want any part of that. He
clearly has abandonment issues. He'll like just leave if he feels like
exactly.
it. And it's like, gonna be a fun night though.
Megumi, I feel like would be the whole package when he's an adult. But right now, I'm like he's still young. He's got some stuff to learn.
Okay.
I don't feel comfortable with that.
Okay.
At my ripe age
of 27. You're 27 years old.
I'm so old. With no money
and no prospects. I wouldn't say you're a burden to your parents.
Yeah.
Your mom is a queen.
Yeah, my mom loves me.
Okay. I love that.
Okay, now for you.
Alright, let's go.
Gojo, Nanami, Salmon Bowl guy? Who's your third? Would you say?
Who's my third?
Who's your third fave? I feel like that's the only one I've really heard you.
Yeah, I guess so. Like, I wanted to say Yuji, but I think I just appreciate him more as a character and less as a love interest.
That's the thing. I feel like you don't have 3 that you're obsessed with, so it's kind of not fair, because then you just kill the third.
Unfortunately.
But, okay. Well, and then that's the thing. I feel like the answer is so easy for you.
What's the answer?
Maybe it's not, but no, it is, because it's gonna be Nanami, fuck, Gojo, marry.
Okay.
Oh no.
This is gonna be so controversial.
This is our first ever clip.
What?
On our podcast. Our first ever clip was you calling Gojo your husband.
I know. The writer himself says he can't imagine Gojo being loyal to any woman.
Oh, and you need loyalty.
I need loyalty. And I've always said Nanami is husband material. He's daddy material. He'll take care of our kids, you know?
You don't think you could change Gojo?
I don't think I want to change Gojo.
Oh,
but do you know what I want?
He's a wild.
He's a wild card.
Him.
I think. Okay, what I really want. Okay. First of all, it's gonna be the best night of my life. He's gonna use.
You're having like a whole day with him.
He's gonna use his techniques.
Ew.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be so fun. Maybe he'll like send courtesy presents afterwards, because I feel like he can. And then here's my dream scenario.
I'm just thinking about how our families watch this.
I don't think they're listening all the way through.
I'm just thinking about how we were just at Thanksgiving and people were talking about watching it.
Dude, I played a very inappropriate game with my parents. It's like worse than Cards Against Humanity.
Okay.
We haven't played it since, but I'm just saying. They've heard me say some things.
Okay.
Also, they're not listening.
We're all adults.
We're all adults here. Here's my dream scenario. I'm getting married to Nanami, right?
Gojo shows up at your bachelorette party.
He shows up at my bachelorette party.
Bro.
And he's like, I'm not gonna steal you away from Nanami because Nanami is a good man, but I just had to tell you.
Bro.
Yeah, that's my dream.
He's like,
scenario.
I'll always hold a candle for you.
Yeah. Maybe not a candle, but it's like, he's like, it meant something to me too.
Oh my god.
What are we talking about? Oh, he goes to fight Jogo and he can't land a hit.
Jogo can't land a hit.
And Jogo can't land a hit.
Well, so Sukuna is like, if you land a hit on me, I will help you out.
I'll kill everyone except Megami, basically.
Yeah, but he doesn't say Megami, but we know.
We know who he's talking
about.
We know
it's Megami. And Jogo's like, are you sure? Are you serious? He's like, you promise?
You're gonna keep your word, right?
I'm like, that's so real. That's why I like him. I just feel like Jogo is like the most real of all the curses. Like, he is human, I feel like. He's very human vibes.
Yeah.
He gives humanity to the curses.
I feel like he's more self-aware.
Yeah, and he's like the first curse we saw with Gato.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, in the restaurant.
So he's also had the most development.
Mm-hmm.
He went head-to-head with Gojo.
Ban for ban.
Yeah. Did you see the life leave my eyes for a second?
Yeah, I was scared.
And so they start fighting and there's explosions. It cuts to all these side characters for a second, like cult people who go to pick on this random guy who I don't remember ever seeing before. He's got a cigarette and he's a coward, and Panda's just...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was weird. And then there's just extra people that are on Gato's side that
the cult members
didn't really know.
Yeah.
Like, it's just kind of weird side
I feel like we didn't need that.
So much of that. But then, where do we go?
To Megami?
To Megami and Toji.
Yep.
We got the Fushiguro boys.
The reunion. Family reunion.
And they still don't know.
So, yeah, they still don't know. They just are... It's more like they're not fighting. Megami's trying to get away.
Yeah.
He uses bunnies, and Toji kills all the bunnies.
Whoa, why did he bite one of their legs?
That was crazy.
Like, this guy is weird.
And then he makes the ceiling fall, and he uses the shrapnel, and then he, flicks. This is so elaborate. He flicks all of the little pieces of shrapnel and kills the bunnies one by one like that.
And Megami's like, what the frick?
Yeah.
And then he goes to, stab Megami, and he looks in his eyes.
Uh-huh. And then he, suddenly he's aware.
Yeah, and he sees, it flashes back, and it's him talking to the Zenin clan, and he's like, my boy Megami, he shows some promise if he develops, powers around
6 or 7,
I'd be fine to sell him to you. I'm like, okay,
for a certain amount.
This is the flashback. This is the sweet flashback. Him selling him into slavery.
And then, but that's not the thing that makes it sweet. Yeah. The head of the Zenin clan, who we were just with, R.I.P. He goes, if he shows a hereditary technique, I'll give you 10 whatever units that they're talking about there.
Mm-hmm.
And then it cuts away, and he's walking away, and he's like, I would have never thrived in the Zenin clan, that's why I left, but someone with talent like Megami will be fine.
Yeah.
And so it's so yes, he's selling him, but in his mind, it's his way of giving him a better home.
Yeah.
So, more vindication for you.
Yeah, it's still kind of but
it's not
at least
great.
He wasn't being super selfish. But yeah, and he sees all of that, and then he just stabs himself in the neck.
Well, he backs away. He backs away because Megami's about to do some kind of technique, and he's like, I have to time it just right.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't. He does get stabbed.
Yeah.
But I think it has to do with the technique, and then he goes, and then Toji stabs him, but then backs away. And is like, what's your name? And then he tells him right away, which I thought that was a little weird.
But he doesn't say Megami, he says Fushiguro.
He says Fushiguro, and then he's like, oh, your name's not Zenin. That makes me happy. stab.
Yeah, and Megumi's like, what just happened?
Yeah, and then he turns the body over, and then the body is now the grandson.
Yeah, so it's like, Megumi has no clue.
No idea. And he never will.
I hated that.
Because the only person who knew that it was Toji was the head of the Zenin clan, who's dead. So no one will ever know. But we know.
I think he'll know next season.
Okay.
Somehow. Some way. I just want him to know. I didn't like that. I wish they would have ended it better. That pissed me off.
But did the fight make you happy? The fight itself?
Yes, but it didn't do what I wanted to do. So no.
What did you want?
I wanted a moment where they both knew what was happening.
Toji knew what was happening in the end.
That irritated me. My next note after that is spoken like a true loser. Who said that?
Was that? Oh, that was Sukuna to Jogo about the domain battle.
He said spoken like a true loser to him?
Yeah.
That's so silly.
First, I do just want to say, wow, I don't remember. This, I felt like it was important enough that I had to say it before I forgot.
Was it about,
It was about Toji and Megumi.
Toji and Megumi, I wasn't happy with
how
it went.
Oh, but you were right. Like, last episode, you were like, there's gonna be some self-sacrifice. He's gonna sacrifice himself, and he did. I don't know why he didn't just, like, choose not to kill him. I don't know why he had to go and kill himself, but...
Probably because he was a murder machine, and he didn't know how to, like, fully stop that, so he was like, I'll just make sure I stop it.
Toji v Sukuna.
Would love that. Why do I think Toji would actually put up a fight? Bro is crazy.
He wouldn't, though. That's the
I know
thing.
He wouldn't, but bro is crazy. Yeah, so that was sad and sweet and wholesome and devastating and everything in between.
Hence the vodka. So, yeah, there's explosions, and then, like, oh yeah, Sukuna and Jogo are fighting. And then Sukuna's like, hey, why haven't you used your domain expansion?
Oh yeah, I put Sukuna motivational speaker arc. He was like encouraging him.
He was like, you can do it.
Yeah, why was he encouraging Jogo?
He's
like, don't doubt yourself.
He likes the challenges of people living up to their full potential.
Yeah.
Which is why he's like disappointed in Yuji when it seems like Yuji's dying.
Mm-hmm. He's like, really, bro? Fight it.
Which he would have died.
Yeah.
And then, oh my god, what's happening? Okay.
I mean, he kills him. He kills Jogo.
Oh yeah, he's like, no, he's like, hey, I'll fight you fire v fire.
Yep.
I'll be fair. You like fire, I like fire. And then Jogo's confused. He's like, I thought he only knew how to slice people, but okay.
Slice and dice.
Also, the city's already burnt, BT dubs.
Yeah, it's gone downhill.
Yeah. But yeah, Jogo immediately dead. Before you even see what happens with the fire, you just see him, like, in the afterlife going to see Hanami and Dagon. He's like, sorry, I failed. And they're like, don't worry, Mahito's still there. And that's when Sukuna really gives him the motivational speech.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, you lost, but I had fun with you. Aww. You put up a good fight. Mm-hmm. Becca goes, aw, he's so sweet.
There's something about him, man. I'm telling you. Yeah. And then I said everyone dead but Mahito and Feito.
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
Which slay.
And then it cuts back to Megumi, and he's in bad shape, and the stupid fucking ponytail guy is still alive.
Bro, that irritated me. I was so annoyed.
It's like he's so weak. The only reason he's still alive is because he's got luck, and he doesn't really understand it, but he's got these little eye tattoos, and he has multiple lives. He can die and then like basically come back to life as long as he's got those little eye tattoos, but he loses one each time.
I did think it was funny that the narrator was like, he has no idea. He has no idea
that this is how it works. He's just like, oh cool, I'm lucky.
He has miracles, he says.
Yeah. Yep. And so he's going after Megumi just for fun.
Just so out of his range. Like, this is not your guy.
Yeah, I know.
Get out of here. Like, go fight the smaller guys.
And then Megumi says, fuck you.
Yeah.
He starts monologuing, as you do,
of
when
course.
You're trying to explain your power to
when
someone.
You're the main character.
When you're the main character. And he's just talking over him. And he's like, no one who's had the 10 Fushigami has ever been able to tame this one, basically.
Is that when it does the flashback to him and Gojo?
Yes.
Oh
that's
my
when it
god.
does the flashback to him and Gojo. And, like, you can hear in Megumi's voice he's younger. And it's just so sweet.
That was the sweetest. And Gojo's like, you know what? Back in the day, someone who had my ability and someone who had your ability in our clans, like, fought against each other.
And didn't he say that his won?
Yeah, like Megumi's clans won. Yeah. And he's like, so you could be as strong as me, you can be stronger than me.
Oh my
and
god.
Megumi's like, no way.
And that just...
Oh my god.
Gojo takes so much pride in being the strongest.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, am I Satoru Gojo because I'm the strongest, or am I the strongest because I'm Satoru Gojo?
Which, also, Gato says
yeah. That's the reference. So for him to always want Megumi to realize how strong he actually is and give him that motivation, he's so sweet.
I know, that was very sweet. And it's just crazy to think that, like, it feels like just a few episodes ago, Megumi was like, I'll never be as strong as Yuji.
I know, and now he's like, oh, I could be as strong as Gojo.
Like, come on, Megumi, you got this.
So he decides to summon... So apparently, until you tame one of the Ishigami, you can, like, summon it multiple times, like, as many times as you want to try and tame it, or it'll kill you.
Classic.
So he summons the last... I think it's the last one that he hasn't tamed.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, like, a biblically accurate angel.
Yeah. That is crazy.
And he's like, screw you, ponytail guy, I'm gonna die first, but you're definitely gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
He gets smacked out of the way and passes out.
And is that when we get the scene where it, like, closes up on his face?
Yeah.
And it's, like, him just staring in the camera, anime guy, and he looks like Gojo.
He does. He looks just like Gojo.
They give him a Gojo look.
Yeah. They have a lot of physical like, yes, one has dark hair, one has white hair, but, like, their physical similarities, like, characteristics are very...
They give him, like, kind of that, like, slightly crazy eye Gojo look.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it was very... I was like, no way.
Gojo's his real father, okay?
Yeah.
Like, Toji Fushiguro, like, created him, but, like, Gojo, that's Gojo's son.
That's our guys that we...
Yeah.
Just Megumi's dads.
Yeah. Megumi's their joint child.
My two dads.
They share custody.
Yeah.
I've got a funny TikTok to send you if I can find it.
Okay.
So Ponytail's like, they say fuck in this show. Ponytail guy says it.
I didn't hear that. I didn't catch that.
He's talking to, like, I'm not sure if he's talking to Megumi or the, like, crazy angel creature, but he's like, no, fuck you.
Oh.
And he's like, don't do this. And then he's like, sir, wake up. And it's like, you stabbed him.
Literally.
And then the thing's about to destroy him, and then Sukuna is like, feels like he needs to step in here. Oh, because if that thing wins, it'll die, or it'll also kill Megumi. And he needs Megumi alive.
Okay, yeah. He loves Megumi.
He loves Megumi. Also his daddy? I don't know.
I guess.
I don't know.
Or
self-appointed.
He's, like, obsessed with him. He's a stalker.
So he's like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna fight this thing. And it actually puts up a decent fight against Sukuna because he figures out that it always adapts to different attacks.
So smart. So
they're destroying the city while they're fighting. My God.
And that's where I'm really, like, explain like I'm 5, this Sukuna Megumi situation.
I simply cannot.
Like, I was so confused.
I simply can't explain it to you.
I was just watching and I was like, I don't know what's happening other than everything's being destroyed.
Yeah, I stopped taking notes too. I have nothing after the Jogo fight.
It was crazy.
So yeah, they destroy the city. Sukuna figures out like because it's constantly adapting and regenerating, the only way to beat it is to expand his domain. And Sukuna's domain, I guess when he's not in Yuji's body, is different than every other domain because every other domain basically creates its own little pocket universe.
Mm-hmm.
Sukuna's domain does not do that.
Oh.
It just overrides everything in a however many mile radius, and then he like makes it smaller because he doesn't want it to hit Megami.
Of course.
So
what is this Megami obsession? I'm so excited to find out.
He told Jogo he's got plans.
Jeez.
Jogo's like, hey, Yuji Chidori's got like allies crawling around here. You can use them for leverage. And he's like, no thanks, I've already got plans.
Dang.
And I mean, he's got plans. So he expands his domain, and yes, the city got destroyed before, but that really just like
the real Shibuya incident.
That's the real incident. Like, the incident was not Fato. It wasn't Mahito.
Fato is nothing at this point.
Yeah, but we haven't seen Fato in episodes.
Like, what are Mei and Fato doing?
We have no idea.
That's where we started.
They're having tea.
Bro.
And so, congratulations, you killed the angel thing, Ishigami. I'm just calling it that. I don't know what it actually is. And then he's like, oh, I'm out of time. Yuji's regaining consciousness. And he's like, hey, Yuji, really sit with all of this pain. Just really feel everything that happened. And then Yuji comes back, and it hurts.
Poor baby Yuji is traumatized.
He never wanted this.
Let's just take a look back. This kid,
I tried to say,
he was normal. He was a normal kid, grew up living a normal life.
Yep, he was just really good at sports, and he liked the occult club. And he liked movies.
We got a little flashback to him talking to his grandpa.
Okay, I missed that because I had left. So
you came back. It was only like 1 second.
Oh, that's it?
Missed. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and then it like smash cuts. And it's Sukuna.
It was just a reminder that the grandpa was like, do good or whatever.
Yeah. Help as many people as you can.
And then smash cuts, and it's just Yuji clawing the ground. It's bloody because he's just clawing the ground.
With like grief for all the dead that he feels responsible for.
That is so unfair.
That city wiped off the face of the earth.
That is so unfair for Yuji.
It is. How did you feel about the intro song, the You Are My Special, coming in at the end there?
That was crazy.
A lot of people hate that choice.
Really?
They're like, it takes me out of the moment. And I was like, I feel like it just really like hammers home like the incident.
I felt like it was kind of like Sukuna speaking to Yuji.
It is. No, it is. That
like it kind of like that. I was like, oh, I understand why they chose this song.
Yeah.
Like it made that song make sense to me.
Okay, I'm glad you see it that way. That's also how I saw it.
I liked it. I like when shows, especially animated shows, use music to like tell part of the story. So Arcane's really good at that. For anyone who hasn't watched Arcane,
shut up.
I'm at the viewers.
Right. And then Yuji's like, okay, I have to stop this. I have to fight because otherwise I'm just a murderer.
A hero.
It's like, baby boy, it wasn't you. You're not a murderer.
It literally wasn't him.
It literally wasn't.
But he's also alive, so that's slay.
Yeah?
Can we figure out what happened with the other guy and the whole
what other guy
situation? The blood guy that he fought. And how he was
Chozo?
like, you're my brother.
Oh, yeah.
Can we, like, understand that lore now, please?
Girl, I don't know.
I guess we'll see.
I hope it's in the next 3 episodes, but I don't think it is.
3 after that, but 3 more tonight.
We only have 6 episodes left total of
That's
Jujutsu Kaisen so far.
And that's season 1 of the podcast, guys.
I want to ask you how you feel about the show as a whole, but I guess we'll talk about that later.
I think that's something we talk about later.
So we've got, I hope you like our Christmas pajamas. Our cute girly jammies.
Yeah, I think, is this week actual Christmas that this comes out?
Yeah!
So,
Merry Christmas?
This actually comes out on Taylor's birthday. Happy birthday, Taylor.
Oh, happy birthday.
I think. It should, because it's a Monday.
Yeah, it is.
And then Merry Christmas, everybody.
Happy holidays. Enjoy our holiday special, also coming to you this week.
Or last week. Not sure.
I think this week. I think on Christmas.
On Christmas, what, Wednesday?
Yeah. Or Friday. Or that Friday.
After Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
We're still celebrating.
It's a holiday special. It's not Christmas.
Yeah, it's a holiday special. So,
look, keep an eye out for our holiday special. We're going to watch the movie.
Becca will get the full context.
I'm super excited. I need more Geto Gojo.
You'll get it.
I think I actually was right in the end because I need to be taken back to a better time. And
in hindsight,
like, we get a little bit of a better time. Obviously, it ends up going to a bad time, but I think that it'll feel healing like I thought.
Yeah.
I think I'll be right, actually.
That's how I felt about this whole thing. Like, the whole, like, Sukuna destroying all of Japan, that's when I was sitting here on the couch trying to ignore it. Malachi's watching it, and I'm here next to him trying to watch something else because I'm like, I can't keep watching this.
Jeez.
But I really do, like, as off as the vibe was when we turned it off last time, like, as much as it hurts, I do feel like this whole rewatch experience has been more healing for me.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Like, I'm not as sad as I was. I handled it real bad the first time around.
Yikes. I mean, I'm reeling, but I'm glad you're feeling good.
I'm feeling better. I'm not feeling good. I'm feeling better.
Like, I'm just reeling, and I'm confused, and I have no idea what's going on, and...
Well, we've got more to go.
You know what I'm excited for? I'm excited to be able to look up what people have to say about this show and not worry about spoilers.
There's so much.
I cannot wait for that.
I don't know how you're gonna get, like, how you're gonna look it up and then not get spoilers for the next season, though. It's the problem, because the manga's finished.
Was the manga already out when season 2 came out?
No.
Okay.
The manga finished when you and I started this podcast.
Wow. Well, then as long as I look up, like, Reddit threads from when season 2 came out and like, what people have to say then I won't be able to see spoilers.
Okay.
That's usually my strategy.
That's a good idea. Okay.
I'm very excited. Oh my gosh. I hope everybody has a good holidays. I'm so scared to see what happens in these next 3 episodes and then the 3 after that eventually.
And then that's the end.
Oh my
We've got one more episode of our Shibuya Slumber Party. Stay tuned. Merry Christmas.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Anime for Blondes.